What's up, everybody? Well, I have the ultimate of dirty vehicles when it comes to auto detailing, and this one is going to take me all day. I'm even going to have to ozone it. So I figured I'd start off just by kind of showing you what you couldn't see last time in the van as far as equipment. There is my deionizer right there, and I've got a couple other things. But I'm going to show you this vehicle real quick. So I've got my steamers, my bags, I've got my aqua spot, carpet extractor, and everything ready to go. I'm going to send my wife for some coffee because I'm going to need it, all right? So let's go ahead and take a look at this, and you're going to see what I have to deal with today. So we're going to go ahead and start with the door, just to give you an idea. And then as you can see on the inside, I have got my work cut out for me. So let's go ahead and take a look at the entire interior. So the seats are in really bad shape. As you can see, I was told by the client that it's mostly dirt and obviously some liquids, but mostly dirt. You can see the condition of the floor. We're gonna go a little bit under the seats. Now, normally I would pull the seats on a vehicle like this if I was in a shop, just to be able to get a really good, extraction and everything on the carpets. But with this particular vehicle, I might be able to avoid that. I'm going to show you the center console real quick. You can see all that and everything that's going on in there. Now we're going to walk around to the other side, and I'll show you the driver's side, front and back. I can't get the rear passenger door open, so I have my vacuum set up and ready to go, and I'll end up filling the bag on that today. But this is the driver's side. The door is in pretty rough shape. The leather padding on the armrest is kind of trashed. I'm going to try and get that cleaned without doing any more damage to it. Put a little bit of hydrate on it and see what happens. But as you can see, the driver's seat isn't as bad, and the floorboard on the driver's side isn't as bad. So, more work on the passenger side. And then obviously the back passenger door, there's some M&Ms in there. Always got to love your candy, right? And take a look at these back seats. Okay, and then the back of the front seats, the floor, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you what's under these seats. So I'm going to get these to lift for a second. There we go. Look at that. Okay, and then obviously, for a second there I thought something was growing. There's this little fuzzy thing right here, and I thought maybe there was something growing or a dead rodent or something. But because of the amount of food and mold and everything in the carpet, once I'm done doing what I'm doing, I'm going to go ahead and hit this with a 1-hour ozone just to get it going. But this is the back, as you can see, and underneath the seats. So, and these are the rear facing seats. So honestly, these are the fold up 180 degree forward facing seats. As you can see down here, I'm not sure what that is. But anyway, as you can see, I got my work cut out for me. So I will clip in a little while after I'm done going through this thing and show you a little bit of improvement. And then after that, I'll show you the final result. All right, so you guys stay tuned. This is going to be a good one. Well, I grabbed the little furry guy, and he must be really hungry. Turns out it's a little hedgehog doll. So honestly, I think I might get him cleaned up a little bit, and then that way they can have him back. I don't know. What would you guys do? I mean, honestly, if it was a ranch truck, I would encapsulate this in resin, and I would make it a hood ornament just like this, because he's ready for a food party.
So he is tag teaming this carpet with both the steamer and the extractor at the same time. This is nuts. Look how dark that water is. Honey, would you say this vehicle is in rough shape?
I'd be lucky to get this vehicle back. This thing is in the worst shape I have ever seen a vehicle in, as far as the amount of dirt and food and stains. And if it comes back, it comes back. But as you can see, that's so embedded in there, it's going to be very hard to get this to actually work. The seats will probably come back better than the carpet will.
I guess we'll check in and find out later.
Well, I've done the first round of extracting on the seats and the carpet, and I figured I would show you the color. That's when you know it's bad. So, and I know a lot of you are going to be like, oh my God, can't believe you just did that. It's all water soluble and it's all biodegradable. So, believe it or not, I've watered my plants with water that I've used in my extractor. But anyway, I'm going to keep going. I'll show you a little bit in a second.
And we are on to the second row of seating. We're thinking it's going to be a long day. And we highly recommend seat covers.
Well, I am still extracting, and I've done the driver's floorboard, the very back floorboard, the passenger floorboard, which is what this is right now. I'm going to show you this, and trust me, it's not pretty. And that's not as dirty as it's gotten. I did one where it was pretty much black. Well, the weather wasn't that great, so the client was nice enough to let us go ahead and pull the vehicle into the garage. So I'm going to show you a couple of things on the progress that we're getting. So here is the driver's side door now. And I gotta say, the carpets were like, you know, I don't even want to talk about it. I'll just show you. So without extracting for 10 years, that's basically what I was able to come with. It was a combination of my heavy carpet cleaners, and I mean like really heavy, like stuff you're supposed to dilute as a concentrate. I ran with just as the concentrate itself, no dilution. And 150 degree water in my extractor, plus my high pressure steamer, which is 65 psi at 200 degrees. And I was able to do that with those carpets. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you the back carpets. I'll show you the driver's seat real quick. It didn't come out the greatest, but it did in fact make a difference. The back seats, however, are in way worse shape. Now, I actually emailed Larry with Ammo NYC on one of the vehicles that I did before, and he said, unfortunately, after a certain point, these seats do end up where they're not salvageable. But these are the back ones, right there. So they came out a little bit better. The other back seat is the same way. And when it comes to the carpets in this thing, I'll go ahead and show you the back. I know it's going to be a little hard to see because of the light. but you can get an idea what the carpets look like. And then I'm gonna go over to the passenger side and I'm gonna show you the passenger's carpet on the floor. Now, I still have quite a bit to do. Like I said, I'm gonna be working on this thing all day, okay? So, I have my little handy dandy Super Fan Max right here, which is my carpet fan. I'm gonna set that down for a second. And I'm gonna show you this passenger seat. Now, this is the best the passenger seat will come out to right here, as you can see. And then the passenger carpet and the carpets in the back, as you can see, they're not the greatest, but they do look a lot better. And I'll show you the one right behind the passenger seat as soon as I can get my wife to put the light down there. So this vehicle, I normally try to shoot for about an 85% return on any vehicle. This vehicle, I'm looking at like 35%. So, but I figured I'd show you the progress. Here is the passenger door, right there. And my wife was working on the center console. And the steering wheel. So, and there's the carpet on the driver's side. So, like I said, we still have quite a bit to do on this vehicle, but I figured I would touch base and kind of show you what's going on. So, you know, that's how it is. High pressure steamers. These things, they're totally awesome. And then for a carpet extractor, you guys have seen my rigid vacuum. I am using the AquaSpot, the advanced AquaSpot. Now, this machine alone, without the stand, is over $1,000 brand new, okay? And it has been a trooper. This is probably the hardest detail it's seen yet. So anyway, I'm gonna get going more on this and get as much as I possibly can done, hopefully finish this vehicle, and I will show you the finished product. But in the meantime, hit that subscribe button, all right? So I'll see you in a bit. All right, well, I'm finally done. All I gotta do is finish wiping down the windows, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you what the vehicle looks like now. So this one was really tough. I mean, this was probably one of the hardest vehicles I have ever come across when it comes to detailing. So we're gonna start off with the driver's side door. We're gonna go to the entire instrument cluster, steering wheel, and all that good stuff. Show you the center console. Okay, the driver's seat. I'll flip the camera around for you. I'll show you the driver's seat. That came out pretty decently, in all honesty, compared to what it was. The carpets on the driver's floor. Then we're gonna go to the back. Now, seats don't always come back, unfortunately, just to let you guys know. But there's the back door. And here is the back carpet. And of course, the back seats. Like I said, back seats don't always come back. It just depends, especially on upholstery. You won't always get a return on it. Now I'm going to drop this seat right here. And I'll show you basically underneath. Right in here, all the carpets are dry. So as you can see, that's what the back carpet looks like. Just like that. You'll get a better view from the other side. The sun is kind of a little blinding because it's setting. So, you know, this was an all-day thing. 9 o'clock in the morning to almost 9 o'clock at night. So here's the back of the vehicle right here. As you can see, I've got the glove box items that I got to put back in the glove box. And then here's the rear passenger door. And like I said, seats don't always come back, but definitely made a dent. There's the carpet in the back. And now to the passenger seat. Now the passenger seat came back the most out of all of them because it was also the dirtiest. So I'll show you the passenger seat. Now unfortunately these stains will not come out. I probably could get them out if I kept working on them, but unfortunately I can't. It's you know, what you can do in a day kind of situation. The client's going to put seat covers over all these, so it doesn't really matter. They were only concerned about the rest of the surfaces because they were going to cover the seats with seat covers. But here's the passenger floorboard, as you can see, and the passenger door. And then of course the dash. So you can only get back what the vehicle's willing to give you when you're detailing, and you always have to remember that. So I have hit this vehicle with everything I've got on the strongest levels right off the bat because I knew none of the lower end products would do anything. So I just went ahead and tackled it full bore, gung-ho, as hard as I can, okay? So I still got it running, I still got the heaters going, I'm still trying to dry a couple of the surfaces up all the way. Most of the surfaces are dry in there, so pretty good to go on that. But I figured I'd show it to you. Anyway, I've got to pack up all my equipment. My wife's got to get the windows done on this, and then we're going to park it, and we're going to head home for the night. So, drop a comment on the video and let me know what you think, okay? Because honestly, when the odds are against you, I honestly think it didn't come out that bad. So anyway, like I said, comment on what you think. If you liked anything about this video, leave a like on it. Hit the subscribe button if you're interested, because after all, I do have a lot of other stuff that I do on my channel. Just I'm really busy detailing, so you know, that's what happens. I opened up my company originally, it was a window tinting company. Then I decided to branch out and do auto detailing, and the auto detailing exploded. And I just recently opened up another division of my company that does housekeeping. So now I own Big Sky Window Tinting LLC, Auto Detailing of Montana, which was previously Big Sky Auto Detail, but there was some issues with that, and somebody sold that name to someone else in the state, and I'm a little irritated about it, so I got to redo a bunch of my stuff. And now I own Clean Vibes Housekeeping. So anyway, like I said, hit that subscribe button, drop a like on the video if you liked anything about it. Make sure you share this one with a friend, okay, because they might really like to see this, all right? And then leave a comment down below. I'll see you later. I got to get out of here.